Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Craig and it's D. About to react to this vid by Naomi Cannibal. Her name is so funny. This is Rihanna and Ciara's Twitter feud, a breakdown. I had no idea that they were beefing and going back and forth. Very odd. And Ciara seems so chill and unproblematic, so I'm a bit surprised that she would be involved in this. Even Rihanna would think she has better things to do and she is not going back and forth with people. So, yeah, this is kind of confusing, but sure, we're about to get the breakdown and see what happened. Let's watch.
I always forget Ciara and Rihanna had a little mini feud until I
see Rihanna off the stage. What?
See these shady tweets pop up.
Nah, this looks fake.
They recently came across my feed a few days ago, and I decided I finally wanted to find out the backstory behind them. Back in February 2011, Rihanna sent out some scathing tweets to Ciara that eventually went viral. The most 2011 thing about these tweets is that they were sent from a BlackBerry. For context, Rihanna was in the middle of her successful Loud era. From February to November of 2011, she was on the...
Okay, this is a fucking decade ago, bro. I thought this was recent. I was like, what the fuck?
Loud tour promoting the album. While on tour, she recorded her next album, Talk That Talk, which was released shortly after the Loud tour ended. Rihanna was a global superstar whose fame would only exponentially increase in the years to follow. Ciara herself is a successful R&B actor in her own right, with hits like Goodies and One Two
She was
Step.
stressed out and
However, Ciara saw most of her success in the early to mid-2000s.
At that time,
probably. At the time, her most recent album, Fantasy Ride, was released 2 years prior in 2009. It went number 3 on the Billboard Hot 200 and produced the certified bop Love Sex Magic with Justin Timberlake. Fantasy Ride was well received and had features from artists like Missy Elliott and Jeezy, as well as producers like Darkchild, The Dream, and Neo on it. So though Ciara wasn't in her heyday at this time, the album was by no means a flop. She accompanied Britney Spears on her circus tour to promote the album and also did a 6-show tour with Jay-Z that summer to promote. By 2011, she'd signed to Epic Records and had begun recording her self-titled album that would be released in 2013. Apparently, all of the Twitter drama started as a result of a comment Ciara made about Rihanna and Fashion Police.
What's throwing me off is that bright red hair. It's too much color. She looks a little bit clownish, and this is just too much for me.
I ran into her recently at a party, and she wasn't the nicest. And it's crazy because I've always loved and respected what she's done with fashion, and I've ran into her, before. And
yeah, girl, you was waiting to get that out. That had nothing to do with what the hell they was talking about. That was not relevant at all. Girl, what?
But this time, it was just really, it wasn't the most pleasant run-in, so...
A bitch!
Yeah,
Celebrities are weird to me because imagine being an adult and running into another adult and they were kind of mean to you and then you bring it up in an interview. Like, I would truly just let it go.
Yeah, just don't
Rihanna didn't take too kindly to Ciara's revelation. She called Ciara out on Twitter saying, "My bad, C, did I forget to tip you? Hashtag how rude of me." This is when Ciara responded, "Trust me, Rihanna, you don't want to see me on or off the stage." And this is when Rihanna went for her throat. Rihanna tweeted, "You gangsta, huh? Ha." And then followed it up with her now infamous tweet, "Good luck booking that stage you speak of."
Yeah, Jay.
I'm not saying Ciara was right to put Rihanna on blast on TV, but her behavior on Twitter seems to kind of confirm what Ciara was saying about her. But on the other hand, I can't say I wouldn't come for someone who talked about me on TV unprompted. I don't know if it was fair, though, for Rihanna to act like Ciara's a flop. It was funny, yeah, but unfair and maybe not that accurate. Of course, Ciara wasn't as big as Rihanna at the time, but very few artists were. Yes, Ciara wasn't at all doing the numbers that Rihanna was, but she wasn't entirely unbooked and unbusy either. Ciara responded by tweeting pure comedy in an attempt to show that she was unbothered by Rihanna's attack. Rihanna then tweeted an apology saying, "Ciara, baby, I love you, girl. You hurt my feelings real bad on TV. I'm heartbroken. That's why I retaliated this way. So sorry. Hashtag let's make up." I always think it's kind of funny when celebs get a little too bold on Twitter and then they want to try and take something back like thousands of people haven't already read and shared it. But it also does remind us that celebrities are just like us, but with a way bigger platform. Because I'm sure we've all been in little social media spats here and there and then later either regret or delete the posts, we just have the luxury of very few people seeing the things that we post on social media in the heat of the moment. Ciara then seemed to forgive Rihanna's apology and said, "Ree, you know it's always been love since day one. Doing shows and everything. You threw me off in that party. Apology accepted. Let's chat in person." Rihanna never responded to Ciara's tweet. SZA, however, weighed in on the beef, saying, I don't get it. Neither Rihanna nor Ciara can hold a note worth a damn. One's just worse than the other. So what's the beef?
No, you didn't, SZA.
I feel like that's a bold tweet coming from someone who literally sings in wingdings. Like, at least I don't need to Google the damn lyrics to tell what Rihanna and Ciara are saying.
So I'm not the only one. See, niggas tried to make it seem like something wrong with my ears when I kept saying that. But I never know what the fuck SZA is saying. Ever. That's a big part of why I don't listen to her. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes. What?
It's been a minute since it wide. I feel it wide open like why wanna give a fuck nigga like 3 minutes.
I do just want to point out that the Twitter feud between Rihanna and Ciara started at 11:02 p.m. and was settled by 12:01 a.m. So within 59 minutes, Rihanna called Ciara out, Ciara responded, they threw shots at each other, and then resolved the feud. 2 years later, Rihanna seemed to reignite tensions by making fun of Ciara while she was promoting her new single, Body Party. Ciara posted an Instagram video for singing the song. Later, one of Rihanna's cousins posted a photo of herself, Rihanna, and a friend looking at something on a phone and smiling. One of the tags on the Instagram post was hashtag Body Party, clearly referencing Ciara's song. She also tweeted a link to the Instagram post. Ciara retweeted the post, responding, "Don't have time for the silliness. Grow up and do something positive with yourselves for once. God bless." In an interview about a month later, Ciara said, "I don't have beef with anybody, but I'm not going to be disrespected either. I wish her well. I don't know what her problem is. I think she's nuts right now. Like, whatever's going on, because for me, it doesn't make any sense. She has a lot of good things going on with herself. A lot of good things I've always said I've been happy for her. I don't get it. I really don't, but I wish her well. I wish her positivity." Side note, and this isn't just about Ciara, but I hate when celebs talk about someone that they have a problem with, and then they say, "Oh, I wish them nothing but love and light and glitter and rainbows." Like, come on now. You don't, and that's fine. Ciara then took to her Twitter account to further talk about Rihanna, saying, "I am baffled. The obsession really makes no sense. This is getting out of hand. Somebody please point her in the right direction because she clearly needs love and affection." Of course, referring to one of Rihanna's songs. Rihanna then reposted a quote from Ciara's interview and commented, "How you gonna hate from the outside? Thanks for the free promo, sis. When will they start asking her questions about her?" Ciara again addressed the beef in an interview saying, "I can't tell you anything. You have to ask her," meaning Rihanna. "I mean, she's so vocal, maybe she can say whatever it is. I don't know. And at this point, I don't care. I really don't care. I wish her well. She has a lot of great things going on with her. I mean, she's like rocking, doing it really, really, really big. We're women in this. It don't need to be all that. She's got too much good going on to even be consumed with that kind of energy, so I don't know. I wish her well." Rihanna, of course, couldn't just be quiet about it, and she responded again via Instagram saying, "Why am I still the main topic of her interviews? She don't be ashamed though? How she let them play her like that every time? It's like, yeah, I know you're here about insert album title here, but we want to talk about a more relevant topic, Rihanna. Like, she sits there and falls for it every time." I don't know why, but these Rihanna Instagram posts are giving me mad Azealia Banks energy. And to be fair, if I kept getting asked about someone I was beefing with in interviews, I'd eventually start hitting people with the no comment and keep it pushing. Especially when you know that the person is going to comment on your response. And though Rihanna was being messy, she's right in saying that Ciara was purposely handing her spotlight over to Rihanna by allowing her to be the topic of so many of her interviews. In 2016, Ciara hosted the Billboard Awards with Ludacris. She was upset by a tweet MTV had live tweeted during the show stating, "Luda, you know Ciara won't say Rihanna's name." Ciara tweeted her disapproval saying, "Thought she was amazing. One of the best performances of the night. Don't understand the need to go there. Hashtag what's the point?" She then continued firing off tweets saying, "At MTV Music, there's no way someone of experience is posting content like that during a show of this caliber. God bless. Hashtag spread love. Furthermore, who's the newbie tweeting on behalf of MTV?" Yet again, Ciara couldn't help but respond. I'm sure it was annoying to her that people kept bringing up Rihanna, but people only kept doing it because she herself refused to let it rest. I also don't understand why Ciara was so insistent on acting like she never had a problem with Rihanna and trying to seem overly cordial with her. Like, they don't have to like each other. And instead of responding in every single media outlet and interview trying to be as positive as possible about Rihanna, simply not responding was also an option in many of these times. I also do just feel like this was the era where social media was still kind of in its infancy and celebrities were less composed and diplomatic in their posts. They tweeted their uncensored thoughts in the moment, which often led to some funny feuds or just plain weird tweets. A lot of celebs are still reckless on the internet, but a lot of them have also made the shift away from posting their personal thoughts in a way that might result in a PR nightmare. Honestly, I never even knew that this Rihanna Ciara beef went way deeper than the first few tweets that they exchanged.
I know,
but really, it seems like
all.
everything after that was unnecessary anyway, and at some point, someone should have just confiscated their phones. I do have to say, though, that I miss Rihanna's troll era. It used to be kind of entertaining to see her have a go at people over the littlest things, and this feud with Ciara was no different. Like, she really did not let Ciara rest. Also, for some reason, I thought Rihanna was way younger than Ciara, and I was gonna be like, Ciara should have just been more mature about it at a certain point and ignored Rihanna. But apparently, Ciara and Rihanna are only like a year and a half apart. I don't know why I thought Ciara was that much older than her. But anyways, these tweets randomly popped up in my feed, and I just decided to do a little investigation on them and figure out all these years later what actually caused it.
Ciara was trying to play innocent the whole time, though, acting like she didn't start this whole thing. You went on TV and called this girl out. They were just talking about her fashions. You could have kept it cute and kept your mouth shut, but you like, nah, I saw her at a party and she was acting hella rude. She a bitch. Like, girl, what does this have to do with her fashions? We're talking about her fashions right now. You giving irrelevant information for what? So you basically started all of this, even though it does seem like Rihanna still held on to it, you know, after time had passed. She didn't let it go. That's also odd. Like, girl, it's not that deep. But, yeah, it's just strange that these two will be going back and forth. But this was years ago. I'm sure they're over it at this point. I would hope so. These niggas have, you know, moved on in their lives. They're doing things with their careers. Ciara, yes. She has music out, I think. And they have kids. So, there's that. I'm sure they've moved on. Y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next time. Bye!